Bomb wanted me to stay in VC. Oh, and I left. Great. Okay, you on the air, Jake?
Yeah, we're on the air. I don't.
Do you send me the link?
Yeah, yeah. The feed is up, so if you can start. You can start. You are safe to start.
Right. Can you just play the intro quickly? Ah, brilliant. Right, we'll get started then. Oh, mode. Green. It'll come out of the pit lane now. 15-minute qualifying session being streamed straight to you from FTN. We'll be straight after this. We'll have Super Pole, and then you can stay tuned for the race. Benchmark lap has been set by the safety car this morning. It's a 104.497, but it was easily beaten in free practice with a 58 second. There is a Nissan going very slowly at the moment, so I'm just going to put. There we go. There we go. So that's everyone coming out of the pit lane now. So everyone is out of the pit lane on their banker laps. The first to come across the line looks to be Nebulon Discovery and the Geox Dragon, who sets an 8:08, but obviously these times will be beaten. The championship fight, you would have missed the Daytona Prix last week, unfortunately, as FTN was unable to stream it, but the championship fight is going down to the wire at the moment. We've had 5 different winners and 5 races. To the we've had Barry Wong top the fastest lap for 3 races in a row. Winners. And and it looks like Dr. Villiers is the only driver who's been able to convert pole to a victory. So, no one's been able to do pole to a victory apart from Dr. Villiers yet. Nebulon's Discovery sets the benchmark time of a 58.783. May lose me here for a second. And I'll be here. It wasn't being hosed. Open sure. I need to actually do this. Wait, can you hear me? Oh, yeah, I know you're muted. I'm being heard at the moment. Appears I'm okay, I hope. Excuse me. So, not provisional pole, but the fastest time so far is at 58.758 by SNT Small. Was our championship leader, and it appears he is now not. He has dropped back in the championship. He has dropped behind Nebulon Discovery, Barry Villiers, and Valgo Racing 64, who's recently switched from Audi to Mercedes, and a switch so Audi and Mercedes have had a few driver changes just recently. Sheeb 21, who was at Mercedes and scored 2 consistent podiums at Monaco and Daytona respectively, has moved to Audi, replacing Valgo Racing 64, who moves to Mercedes, and Cheer the Husky moves to Mercedes from Audi as a reserve. He'll replace Jason Daddy 202, who was the team's main driver for a while. So Cheer the Husky now scores the main drive after his reserve stint at Audi. So the times are getting closer and closer. Now Dr. Villiers is currently the fastest on the track. England Discoveries sitting P2 with SNT Small P3, Cheer the Husky P4, and Term 50117 P5. So those are the top 5 at the moment that could be going through to Super Bowl, as Cheer the Husky it's the provisional fastest lap with a 58.365. The shockers being eliminated are Bomber, Sheeb, and Yankee Champs. Those 3 usually consistently on the pace and sometimes even in Super Bowl, and with all these drivers so close in competition, it's going to be very interesting to see who make it through to Super Bowl. 9 minutes left in the session so far. No one setting the times alight. Has just hit a green sector 1 with an 18. Purple in sector 2, so he's on a good lap. Could be on for the fastest lap here. It's a cheat around. It looks like it's Bomber and his replacement car as Yankees Champs comes into the pits. Goes purple with a 58.240. The current fastest time is now set by Term. On Cheer the Husky, Dr. Villiers, Nebula and Discovery, S&T Small. The reserve driver for Mercedes, it appears, is here as well. Looks like he will be filling in for Valgo Racing 64. He's sitting 6th, beating Audi driver Bomber. And Neo driver X-Pac with Sheeb sitting in 9th. Yankees Champs is coming back up for another lap as Nebula and Discovery goes purple with a 58.221. Currently the top 5 remains the same, all been unchanged. No one has breached the top 5 from 6 out downwards. So S&T Small, Dr. Villiers, Cheer the Husky, Term and Nebula and Discovery will be the ones at the moment going through to Super Pole to fight it out for the pole position. The current people that are likely to make it through are Ray Patel Wolfo, who's the reserve for Mercedes, B17 Bomber Guy, and Shiba 21. The others are looking relatively off the pace. Yankees Champs are sitting a 102.902, sitting in last place. Grateful Gaming on the debut, sitting 102.629 P12. And at the moment there is not much in it for the top 13, so it's very close. But no one out. Apologies, you probably would have lost me there. I did have some technical issues, so I don't know if you heard anything I said there. But yeah, I can't do much about it, unfortunately. So again, as it stands, none of the top 5 have breached into the top 6. Sorry, none of the top... sorry, I messed up on that one. From P6 downwards, no one from P6 downwards has breached the top 5 at this stage. So that is looking good for the top 5 at the moment. And it does appear that the title may be a bit wrong here. This is the Moss E Prix, not the Singapore E Prix, so I do apologise for the confusion. So we are in Great Britain, not Singapore. Singapore is next week. The top 5 still remains the same. New Zealand Discovery, Term 50117, Jet Husky, Dr. Villiers, and S&T Small. B-17 Bomber Guy is still quite far off, though he's setting a personal best middle sector and goes even closer than before, 58.996, closing in on S&T Small, who sits with a 58.7, so Bomber is quite close. So we have some latecomers. Barry Wong here to try and contest as well.
Currently in first place, Nebula on Discovery.
The Bomber can breach the top 5. That would be his first Super Bowl appearance since, I believe, Tuscany. So he hasn't been in Super Bowl since round 3 of the championship. 3 races ago. New Zealand Discovery goes even further purple, 57.707, which is the new lap record for the Moss E Prix. And if you're just joining us, you're watching the Coca-Cola Moss E Prix, round 6 of the Formula E World Championship. Currently in qualifying, the top 5 will move through to Super Pole. E17 Bomber Guy now looking strong. Green first sector. Can he make it through to Super Pole for his first appearance in Super Pole since Tuscany, or will that be stopped by Barry Wong or any of the other top 5 trying to get back in if he moves himself in? 1 minute left of the session to go. Bomber Guy, Barry Wong, Yankees champs, and Shive 21 and the there's someone spinning. It's a BMW in sector 3. Not sure who that was, fortunately, but Bomber, Shive, Barry Wong and Yankees champs are the ones that are going to be eliminated, who are currently quite close in the championship. Bomber does not move himself into the top 5, sorry. He doesn't go faster. He's got probably about 1 more lap to try and do so, and he invalidates the first sector. So it looks like B17 Bomber Guy will be out of Super Pole. Barry Wong, only 10th. He has been a shock in the past. Can he make it through and knock S&T Small out of Super Pole? 10 seconds of the session. Any drivers crossing their line now will be the last lap. There is someone off in sector 3, like it's a Nissan. Time is up. So as they come to the line, we'll see who goes through to Super Pole. At the moment, Nebula and Discovery, Dr. Villiers, Term, Cheer the Husky, and ACT from all of the top 5. They'll make it through Super Pole unless B-17 Bomber Guy, Shibei, who probably will not, make it through as he's set at 46 in the first sector. So Barry Wong, or B-17 Bomber Guy, or possibly Yankees Champs, are the ones looking likely to make it through, or even Ray Patel Wolfo, who's moved up to 6th. Leonardo Vettel having a huge twitch, as it appears there's a Jaguar and a BMW trying to head back to the pits there. So there it is then. S&T Small, Cheer the Husky, Turn 50117, Dr. Villiers, and Nebula and Discovery are the ones who will make it through to Super Pole. Barry Wong, B-17 Bomber Guy, and Yankees Champs are the ones eliminated. Stay tuned with us very shortly for Super Pole. Stay tuned again on FTN for Super Pole for the Moss E Prix.
I think I just got kicked. I think I got kicked.
That's normal, just
Okay.
getting the result down. I do believe that the title of the video is the
I fixed
now
it.
Good stuff.
Well, apologies for that. The feed cut there. There's also
very, very shortly with live coverage of the 2021 Coca-Cola Moss E Prix Super Pole.
let's take a look at this track here, shall we?
So we'll be resetting the server in a minute.
I know.
So you can do that once we're reset.
I know we're just getting some shot.
Okay, if you can get some photos and send them to Formula Guy 2, that'd be cool.
Very windy track here, a lot of twists and turns.
And to recap qualifying, Nebula and Discovery, Dr. Villiers, Term 50117, Cheer the Husky, and S&T Small are your top 5. They'll be battling it out for pole position very, very shortly in Super Pole. B-17 Bomber Guy, Barry Wong, Shibei, and Yankees Champs are the surprised ones that have been eliminated. in qualifying today. So they will not make it through to Super Bowl and will not get to contest pole position. B-17 Bomber Guy hasn't made it through to Super Bowl since Tuscany. So next race, there is still a window of opportunity for him to make it through. He has another few rounds, about 7 rounds to make it through to Super Bowl. But because of the fact that there's such a competitive grid, you've got Nebula Discovery, Dr. Villiers, Term, Chidowski, S&T Small Bomber, Barry Wong, Shubei, Yankees Champs, War, and Valga Racing 64 and all that, all in the fight for the championship. There's going to be surprise people being knocked out of qualifying. So we will see who those are next week. But for now, it is Bomber Guy, Barry Wong, Shibei, and Yankees Champs who are knocked out of qualifying.
Let's see. And for our viewers at home, here's a bit of a look at the track layout here. Start off, you go going pretty straight, and then you have your first major turn over here. But then
And Term's going to win the race, huh?
No, I meant to say turn. Yeah. This area over here, a lot of turns in this area over here. Just like Monaco, I'm going to be expecting a lot of people to be spinning out today. A few of these turns pretty sharp, so yeah, I'm going to say something. And I'm expecting that some of these turns are going to be pretty sharp. And what is that? These cars can go really quick in a lot of these turns. A lot of people are bound to spin out. A lot of people bound to spin out today here.
There has been a lot of spins already in qualifying, with drivers botching their laps through the tricky chicane section towards the end of the lap. And the North Sea Prix circuit does have multiple layouts. We have the short layout, which, as you should be able to see, coming through after the second pit lane. There is a coned off area, which is the short layout, which will take you through past Sector 2. Then you can see over here there is the karting circuit for all the juniors, for all the junior karting championships, which aren't on at the moment. Then this tricky chicane section over here is coned off, so you cannot go straight. You do have to take a long chicane through before you take a very short chicane, and even try to go wide, you will get a corner cut. And corner cuts this race will be very tricky for the drivers, as they will suffer to penalties.
Yeah, and also I want to say that you got a pretty nice forest right surrounding the track. Pretty nice track overall.
And this will be coming back next season, as so far The calendar will be changing next season. We have a lot of racetracks that we want to add and remove, and unfortunately Monaco, because of the bumps that we have, may be removed at this stage. So the iconic Monaco circuit could be removed, but the Moss Prix circuit, if drivers, it's a driver's favourite track, and we expect to see it on the calendar again next season.
That's good, because this track is a breath of fresh air from Monaco. Monaco was, like, huge, chaotic, the city. So, like, the track was so big, but it just felt so cramped. So much surrounding it.
And the thing with um, Monaco is it was a crazy race, but the fact is we had Daytona road course straight afterwards. The Formula E cars on an oval. Unfortunately, you guys at home would have missed that. But Formula E cars on an oval worked surprisingly well. There was a few corner cutting issues, but we did fix those in the end. And the race went to New Zealand Discovery, who won his first race of the year, and who's now leading the championship. So that all played out very well for New Zealand Discovery. Shibe 21, who moved from Mercedes to Audi this weekend, scored another consecutive podium. So it is all kicking off in the series this weekend.
See, down here in the garage, pretty nice.
We're just getting the results up before we move on to Super Pole.
FTN's probably not going to start a team, but man, I would love to see an FTN car. If we did, I'd probably.
Yeah, I don't see the liveries changing for next season. It's a difficult task to change the mesh for the car. So
yeah.
I will need to, if we do something like that, then I will need to find someone who is capable of doing that. If you are DM Kitty with a full stop,
I would love
hashtag 6049 on Discord.
I would love to do that for like promotions and stuff. That would be.
And last race at Daytona, the Envision Virgin Racing team got their first points with Ayrton Xavier, who has been knocked out of qualifying today. He sits P13 on the grid, with changes expected to the grid from the top 5, who I'll repeat through you again. You've got New Zealand Discovery, our championship leader, Dr. Villiers, Term 50117, Cheddar Husky, and S&T Small. Now this is the fastest circuit on the Formula E calendar. Sub 60 seconds, sub 60 second lap times has been the fastest we've seen all year. We haven't seen another circuit like this yet, but if we have sub 60 second lap times again, you'll sure note which track is the fastest at the end of the season. So do stay tuned with us here at FTN, and we'll be able to watch all these races together and see who will eventually become the Formula E World Champion. And note, whoever does become the champion this season will most likely go into season 2 with a huge confidence boost. So that is where the championship becomes important.
Taking a look at the surrounding scenery over here. This area, nice place to hang out and probably watch the race. You know what?
And we do apologise. Just bear with us as we get the game back up. It will be
we're going to
in about 2 minutes' time.
Yeah, we will be right back on FTN. Stand by. Stand by. You're up. Hello and welcome. You're watching the Moss E Prix on FTN, presented by Coca-Cola.
This is round 6 of the Formula E World Championship. We're into Super Pole. The top 5 drivers will be fighting it out for pole position. So we'll just go through them right now from first to fourth as we wait for our 5th place driver. So Dr. Villiers with the first to go out from turn 50117 from our championship leader New Zealand Discovery, and recent mover from Audi to Mercedes, Chet the Husky. So at the moment we are just waiting on Dr. Villiers, not Dr. Villiers, on S&T Small, who should be in the game very, very shortly. This
Wait a second. Wait. When I go, since I'm spectating you right now, when I go forward enough, I will just start gliding on the track, even though.
Yeah, I do believe that is I guess it's probably just because you're like
I know, it's funny though. It's funny though.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
Still waiting on S&T Small. He's gonna have to hurry up. We will probably be starting without S&T Small if he doesn't hurry it up. What we'll do is we'll just get going, and if S&T Small joins, he will be at the back of the line, so he'll be the last one. As we see Dr. Villiers going, who won in Valencia, got pole in Valencia, converted it to the win. He goes on his outlet.
Here's Dr. Villiers going.
Yeah, he's experienced with these cars, and we're into round 6. He's missed a couple of races, but he's always been on the pace, so he's well and truly in the championship fight, and a pole today could help his confidence levels going into the race.
As you can see, these turns are pretty hard, as sometimes they're going a bit off-road.
And this qualifying session is going to take a lot shorter time than usual qualifying sessions we've had at Monaco and Daytona and Valencia. They've almost been 2-minute lap times. But here, sub 60 seconds. Dr. Villiers, first lap of the day. Goes through turn 1, a little bit of a wiggle, but that's okay. A little bit wide through turn 2, but that's okay as he goes around the hairpin now. Coming through the old pit lane. Not too shabby. Gets through the chicane nicely. Up the hill now. Makes it good. Now through the second hairpin. Works it well. Pushes through.
Sector 1 in 19.1.
1901. It's not too bad. 18 would be the prime target. As he goes through sector 2 at 16, not too shabby either. He's looking for an 58.7 would be the best that we are looking at here. As he comes through now, the tricky chicane part. Through the chicane now. Nails the apex, goes a bit wider. Pushes the car through the final squiggly chicane. And we're coming across the line now for Dr. Villiers. 58.7. As mentioned, that was what was looking likely. Term now will go on his out lap. Dr. Deliers will come in on his in lap. Term is going out on his out lap, so that way we maximise the time. S&T Small is here. So he will join. He's already here. Lovely. He's already at the back. Lovely. Wasn't even aware of that, but it's so good. So
I think it looks like I think Dr. Villiers spun out there. I wasn't. I looked away for a second, handling something in the control room, and next I look in.
Yep, that would be no problem because it is his in lap, so it is not a problem. His term now will start his flying lap. And then we'll move on to New Zealand Discovery, our championship leader. Cheer the Husky, a former Audi reserve, and S&T Small, our former championship leader for 5 races. Here we go. Term nails the hairpin, not too shabby. Coming through the old pit lane now. Not too bad. Nails the chicane up the hill now. Doesn't go too wide. Now the second hairpin. Takes a little bit more curb and goes a bit wider. That could hurt his time a bit. The 19.2 can't beat Doctor's first sector. Now, through the second sector now. See what time he can get. 17.0. Not again. Not as good as Doctor's time. Now, through the twisty bit here. Still, again, looks a little bit wider. Oh, very twitchy. Very, very twitchy off the sausage curb there. There. Now, through the twisty chicane, and as he goes through the wiggly part of it, to finish his flying lap, I don't see this going to be an improvement. It's going to be a 59.8, so that puts him at real risk of finishing P5. New Zealand Discovery, our championship leader, will start his out lap as Term now comes in for his in lap. If you are just joining us and are very new to Super Pole, what happens is the drivers only get top 5 will get 1 lap in Super Pole to do a fast lap.
In between Super Pole and in between qualifying and Super Pole, when we had the standby and the stream starting soon thing displaying, we had a little bit of we had some jazz playing, and that jazz is actually a hint for a show that it will be coming soon to FTN, and I'm wondering if any of you can guess what it is.
Here we go, New Zealand Discovery already set a purple sector 2 in his out lap. That's hinting something. As he comes through the chicane, the first chicane, not bad.
Wait, if I did it a hint, what if the stream gets copyright claimed?
Through the hairpin,
no,
now the 8. Yeah, moves a bit wider through the he was fine. Now through the hairpin, nails the apex, goes a bit wider, but not as wide as Term did. Now through the second, well not the second corner, no, it doesn't make any sense, but again, through sector 2 now. It's going to be an 18.705 personal, the session best for Nebulin, and can't beat Doctor's, can't beat his own sector 2. But again, he's again on the pace. Nebulin looking good for pole here. Through the squiggly bit, looks like he could have got a quarter cut there, but he didn't, luckily. As he goes now, final corner and across the line, it's going to be provisional pole for Nebulin Discovery, a 58.378 for Nebulin Discovery, which means he's on provisional pole unless Cheer the Husky or S&T Small can beat him.
I'm surprised none of the drivers that here doing Super Pole have spun out so far. It's very windy track, a lot of rough turns, so probably hard to spin out. No, probably so easy to spin out. It's probably so hard not to spin out.
Up that uphill bit, it's quite difficult to manage. From a tricky right to a tricky left, it's very hard to take that uphill part. The drivers are likely to spin out there during the race with the high pressure that the race entails. Oh, Nebula! It's the pit exit wall. Yikes. On his inlap. Ouch. And here comes Cheer the Husky, who recently switched from being an Audi reserve to a Mercedes main driver to replace Jason Daddy 202. And he comes across the line to start his flying lap through the chicane. Ooh, looks like a bit wide. That could be a corner cut. No corner cut, he's lucky. Through the hairpin now, coming through the old pit lane. Still keeping it nice and straight. Up the hill he goes. Cuts a little bit of the pit lane to save a bit of time, I guess. That's a good strategy from Mercedes. Again, goes very, very deep into the hairpin. Cutting a little bit as it looks. So he touches a bit of the curve and goes a bit twitchy there. Still no quarter cut for Cheer though, as he goes a bit wide again. So the track limits he's been holding is pretty much fine. As he goes now through, just about through the sausage curve part. Again, twitchy like turn, but not as twitchy. Through the odd hairpin now. Doesn't look to be too shabby. Coming through a squiggly little bit. Straight lines it. Now, to the line. Cheer the Husky. Can he top Nebula? No, he can only beat Term for a P3 at the moment. Now this is go. And this is. So now our championship leader, who was a championship leader for 5 races, he didn't start one of them. He retired in one of them. He didn't score points in 2 of them, in those 2. But he led the championship for 5 races. And he's finally been toppled by Nebula Discovery, who's on provisional pole. Our final driver of the day, S&T Small. Can he top Nebula Discovery from pole position? Can he top Dr. Villiers from P2? Or can he just slot behind? We will see very shortly.
Yeah, the spectate thing, S&T Small is not on the spectate thing, so you're probably not going to be able to get that in-car cam that you're used to.
I believe if you press just X, it should work fine.
Yeah, there he is.
Here we come to start this flying lap. Through the chicane looks okay. No corner cuts again. Through the hairpin looks okay still.
Drifting a bit.
Through the old pit lane now. Yeah, coming through the old pit lane now. Oh, that was quite off. Hopefully didn't hit the wall there. But up the hill looks fine. Now, the second hairpin. Goes very wide. That could hurt his time.
Yeah,
Now,
whoa!
There's a wide again. Almost
yeah, this is not a good one for S&T Small here.
Again, I don't think this is going to be pole. Yeah, I could. No, I don't see this being pole. Through the sausage curb corner.
Another.
Again, a little bit twitchy. Off again. Now, again, here he comes.
You're probably going to be. I want to. Back to what I was saying. Actually, back to what I was saying earlier. You're probably going to be seeing this a lot throughout the race tonight. You know, a lot of wide turn, a lot of people going wide, and if it's gonna, for some people, this is what their race is gonna be like a very rough race for a lot of people.
And for S&T Small, it's gonna be starting from P5 on the grid. P5 on the grid for S&T Small. The Nebula Discovery will be on pole position for the race.
S&T Small taking 24 seconds, and Sector 2 taking 17. His total so far is minute 69. No, 1 minute.
That's where he will be sitting. He will not be taking any further part in the session.
Oh, whoa.
Pips. The Dr. Villiers will line up P2. Now stay tuned with us here at F10. We will see you all very shortly for the race.
And the smooth jazz you're hearing right now is a hint for an upcoming show on FTN. If you could guess what it is in the chat, that'd be great. And if you get it right, I'll announce it early. We're probably gonna have some viewers joining us at any moment now. And that smooth jazz you're hearing is actually a hint. It is a hint. It will tell. If you know where it comes from, you'll probably know what show we're about to announce soon. If you can guess it in chat, I'll announce it early. we're about to. watching FGN, here we have, so much, Kitty, for everything, So, now we're gonna take, so I want to say something, we have the fall season is upon us. Many new hits are coming to FTN, including a show that we want you to guess. I've talked about that a bit. We're gonna play the jazz time. I'm gonna give you a bit of a, you playing that jazz is playing right now, you see, that is the jazz, that's the song we want you to guess where it's from. It's not from the actual, more commonly known American version of the show, the original version. This is from the Korean version of the show. It's one of the most popular comedy shows. And it airs weekly on this day. And it originates from New York. That is what we want. That is a hint for the show. It is a recreation of that show based off those descriptions. Guess what it is? Please put it in the chat now. And why are comments turned off there? And if you can guess that show, we're waiting on the driver's briefing now to finish. We have a bit of a small crowd going on. Let's, if you're watching at home, feel free to come sometimes if you want to, show up to the races in person. You're probably, I'll see if, Kitty can, possibly get you guys some more things to do in the back. There's a lot of places to walk around and explore here at this track. 47 laps or 67 laps? Yeah, that's not, can you just pick one and carry on, okay? Look at the crowd here. Very excited. They all look very excited. There's this guy here. I want to say, if you're watching this at home, pretty good look, pretty nice avatar there. Pretty nice avatar you've got there, actually. Really good suit. I honestly want that suit. Please send me a link to that suit. I want that suit. See, here's a look at it. That's Kitty. Take a look at the area where the fans can, bit more crowd members showing up here. You can always get a cool look. You don't have to, you're not just limited to the bleachers here, which is amazing. You could always go to who put these barriers? Who put those barriers there? Let the fans explore! See, yeah, there's a nice playground there, a concession stand over here, picnic tables, nice forest for you guys to explore. Someone increased the boundaries, which is a bit of an annoyance. So yeah, the crowd looks really excited. Let's get to the VC here and join Kitty and Lord Plains, aka Lord Plains, in the commentary booth. Formula Guy 2 is also in the booth. I'm not sure if he'll be commentating. I remember. Let's get to the starting lineup. So here we go. We got Shibei 20. We have Shibei 21, Che the Husky, Ayrton Savior, Barry Wong, S&T Small, Leonardo Vatile, Term, Great Fall Gaming YT, B-17 Bomber Guy, Nebulon Discovery, and Dr. Villers. They are today's participants. Che the Husky. Look at this. Chaos in front of Chaos, right behind. It's currently chaos, no clear order just quite yet. Everyone's bumping into each other. This is turning into a game of bumper cars, or is it just the lag? Nebulon! Oh, Nebulon! Leading by a lot here, and oh, X-Pac CD apparently is... Okay, currently Nebulon leads. That's, we now have our places on screen here. First lap complete. Nebulon Discovery. Large lead.
To second. X-Pac XD has made his way a huge jump for him. Dr. Villiers has dropped down to 10th. Term has dropped down to 9th. S&T Small has dropped down to 6th. Bomber Guy is up to 4th. Cheer the Husky is down to 5th. Shebay is up to 6th, up 2 places. So the big guns have actually dropped down. Through the squiggly bit, it looks like it's going to be Nebulon from B-17 Bomber Guy, who's made his way out quite far. Yeah, he is. Shebay 21 has dropped down to 10th. Leonardo Vettel looks to be stuck. There will be a yellow flag in Sector 3.
Sector 3, currently Nebulon Discovery. Leading by a lot. Oh, he hits the wall! He hits the wall! Oh! Oh, I think he's getting over. Oh, a bit of an overtake battle here. He hit the wall.
As you probably will see on your screens very shortly, Leonardo Vettel's car in the middle of the roads. What drivers need to take care here. As Barry Wong takes the lead, Leo is getting in his car and he's right back in the fight again, but one lap down. Behind Dr. Villiers, it looks.
I'm not sure if you can actually, I was going to try to do a brief instant replay real quick there, but...
Dr. Villiers has dropped down again. He's not having a good race here, the Portuguese man. Barry Wong, Hong Kongman, leads the Prix over BC.
Yeah, this is getting
a Discovery.
Massive, big, intense race so far. Nebulon Discovery no longer leads here, and it appears Barry Wong is going to be taking the lead.
Barry Wong, who set 3 fastest laps in the past 3 races, who got pole last race, I believe, in Daytona, couldn't convert it into a win, and is now leading at lap 4 of 47 here at Mossy Prix.
Hold on a second.
Make sure to use the hashtag on Twitter, hashtag MossEPrix and hashtag F10, to stay in touch with us. Or do tag at X7Kitty if you want to join the discussion. X-Pac XD has dropped back down again. People on Discovery, though, has the fastest lap of the E-Prix so far. So far, the corner cuts are not looking too bad. Sheeb is close to a warning. X-Pac is already going to be getting a warning here, so is Leo. X-Pac is looking close. let's have a look at the championship standings. Nebula Discovery leads the championship. He scored a second place in Tuscany, third place in Valencia, and one in Daytona. So that's 3 podiums out of 3 races for Nebula Discovery. Barry Wong got a podium in Valencia, got fastest lap there as well. Got 4th in Monaco, got fastest lap there as well, and got pole and 4th and fastest lap in Daytona. So didn't get the win, but got quite pretty good 3-peat there for Barry Wong. Dr. Villiers got a win in Valencia and got 2nd in Daytona, so sits 3rd in the standings. Valgo Racing 64 won in Tuscany, 6th, got 6 points in Monaco, and finished 5th in Daytona, with S&T Small, who got the fastest lap and the win, and Deria, who got 12 points in Valencia for finishing 4th, and retired in Monaco, did not start the Daytona Prix, who drops back down to 5th.
As you saw not too long ago, but a bit after, shortly, like a minute ago, B-17 bomber guy, oh yeah, just like that, honestly, he had a, just like that.
He is into the cones and is dropping back down the order now. As Leo
yeah, I was expecting that stuff like that would happen. As you saw not too long ago, B-17 bomber guy, yeah, he's made a few wide turns. Yeah, a lot of wide turns. Barry Wong currently leading. Oh, Barry Wong falls behind. He takes back the lead here. Hard to tell because of speed lag. Leonardo Vatil. He's down. They're going to be calling the safety car here. Oh, Barry Wong is reset. No. No, not Barry Wong, silly me. Up, Nebulan Discovery now leads. As you just saw earlier, he took over, He got over.
As the safety car is out here in Moss, Leonardo Vettel out of the Prix.
That was a rough end for Leonardo Vettel. I think he like slammed right into the cones there. We didn't catch that on camera, but if did, and stay tuned on FTN. We're gonna have we're gonna probably have some highlights, and you're gonna probably see, and you can probably learn more about what happened in our listen in on the driving on the radios. So on radio communications, it's gonna be very interesting. The highlights when they come out.
Holy Jesus! It is carnage.
Oh my God! What the heck happened? I looked away. Oh, he completely ignored the roads. We don't need where we're going. We don't need roads. We're gonna take a look. Here's the safety car. Lord Plains driving it. Kitty, he's here. What's going? So what happened basically? What was it like down there?
So basically, I did tell the drivers to stay behind the safety car, but then I called a virtual safety car, which would bring the drivers to a slow pace. So they would stay behind each other. They wouldn't overtake, but they all decided to run into the back of the safety car and probably flip themselves over.
So, but
why is the cars in the middle of the pit lane?
Okay, so what happened with the accident there? I was looking away, working on something in the control room. So what happened basically?
With what?
Yeah.
Which accident are we talking about?
That carnage over here. This.
Alright, I've just got to clean up Leo's car, so give me a minute.
Whoa! Oh.
A very unconventional way of getting unstuck, but...
I think he just defied gravity here. Wait a second. Did you make the car go up? You made how'd you...
Yes, flight powers. If you would be on a short break, so stay tuned with us as we go on break before the red flag resumes.
Well, the issue is we don't have any commercials to show, so I'll probably keep the feed on. No one wants to advertise on us. I would show commercials, but the only ones we have are ones I made a few months ago for things that probably most of you people aren't in. Like, you know how we cover the Row Nations community a lot? Many of those ads are about, like, oh, join the military and join stuff. Yeah, that's it, really. That's it. I should move out of the pit lane, probably. As you can see here,
we'll be getting going. So we'll be getting going again very shortly.
Here we go, and here we go. And they're going to begin to follow the safety car now. Wait a second, never mind, I thought he was AFK for a second there, and we are gonna... go to Lord Plains in the safety car. In the back, it looks like there are some people trying a bit of an is there an overtake? Or is it just speed lag?
Ooh. Safety car doesn't like me.
So,
Ow.
Whoa! Oh! Oh, the safety car! You know that it's called the safety car for a reason, buddy? Did you know that?
I'm aware.
I think that...
Unfortunately, the cones don't like me. Go back to Green Flag Racing. Never Discovery will lead them across the line from Barry Wong.
It's like we're back to, it's like that chaos from the start all over again in front. There's that group of 4 cars in the back trying to. The other 2 Mercedes there. Nebula on Discovery currently leads. And Barry Wong storms ahead. Wait.
So B-17 bomber guy goes a bit wide there.
Yeah, he went a bit wide, but when Barry Wong came back out, he comes back out in the lead.
And this race is sponsored by Coca-Cola, not officially, but Coca-Cola is still good. Not officially sponsored by Coca-Cola, but, version Coca-Cola. So,
Coca-Cola got free advertising.
Coca-Cola, open happiness. Make sure you go to Twitter and join in the conversation. Hashtag Marseille Prix, tag Federal Television Network or X7 Kitty, and stay with the conversation. I'll be right back.
So, pretty interesting race so far, To our viewers in the chat, tell us who your favorite driver is here, I'm curious to see. Yeah. Curious to see who your favorite driver is. Who are you cheering for tonight? And if you're in Australia, it's in the morning. But of course I'm an American. So. And also another announcement. FTN is going to be rolling out a new logo and a complete new look in the coming days. I'll probably show you guys the logo. It's actually going to be. It's almost practically identical to our current one, except the outline, the outline is a bit, the white outline, the outlines are a bit thicker, and the proportions have been altered a tiny bit to make it, more legible at a smaller size, so it looks less like the logo for the Dallas Cowboys. Mitchell says their favorite racer, favorite driver is Barry Wong. Yeah, he has been a pretty good racer, racer driver. Come on. KNXN was taken. Says Nebula on Discovery's their inspiration, and they really, really like Nebula on Discovery. And if there's anybody else watching, who are you cheering for tonight? Barry Wong has been probably one of the best drivers. He's been going. Oh! Nebula on Discovery is on its tail again. It's been a bit of a back and forth between him and Nebulon. Can Barry hold the lead? And on that turn there, of course, forced to slow down, and Barry Wong staying ahead. Barry Wong is going. Very, very far ahead indeed.
On lap 17, I'm about to start lap 18 now. Of 47, Dr. Villiers, who sits second, has made a lot of positions after who sits behind Nebula and Discovery, our championship leader, and leads this race. The DNS we've had in this race, S&T Small.
Barry Wong's lead has oh, that... I look away! Every time I look away, something crazy happens, I swear. Barry Wong is now in 4th. That's a rough one.
And S&T Small is out. I missed that one. What happened there? You know what happened to S&T Small there?
No, I don't. This week also on FTN, you can watch the ASL Cup here on FTN. ASL Cup. I think it's week 3. Watch week 3 of the ASL Cup right here on FTN. You would, Kitty, you would call it football, but we America, call it soccer.
As always, American Australian differences.
Yeah, I did watch a video about Australian football. Like, as an American, I'm like, it's, to me, it's like, seems, I don't know, it just seems like a really interesting sport.
What's the rules?
Yeah.
Oh dear. So Nebula Discovery is looking good for his second win of the season. Him and Dr. Villiers, they would be the first repeat winner of the season if they win today. He's just gone a little bit wide, but that's okay. He'll still get the gap to Dr. Villiers. If
Dr. Villiers going wide again. You're seeing a lot of people going wide there.
And if Dr. Villiers, if BCMT Bomber Guy wins today, he'll be the sixth repeat winner. Sorry, the sixth winner, different winner of the season. So if we can keep that streak up, that'd be brilliant. Bomber Guy sits in third at the moment, 4 seconds behind Dr. Villiers and Nebulon. Barry Wong, if he wins today, he'll also be the another repeat winner. Not repeat winner, different winner. Term, Shibe, if they win today. Nebulon Discovery and Dr. Villiers are the only ones who...
Whoa! That was a close one there.
Yeah, but as I was saying, Nebula Discovery and Dr. Villiers, if they win today, they'll be the first repeat winners in the series. And currently, Barry Wong has the fastest lap, so he is catching Nebula. So he is looking good for a win today. He's always been on the pace, but there's mistakes from Barry that cost him a lot, as he just has a huge twitch there.
Right now, this feels like Monaco all over again for him. I think that's the same issue in Monaco. For me, it's deja vu.
I mean, it's certainly not Monaco for Shiba, isn't it? He's just sitting in a consistent set.
Yeah.
Just 2 podiums recently, so not looking good. Whereas you're riding on board with Dr. Villiers here. past Nebula Discovery, who's got a good gap behind. Oh, normal Sheba's made a mistake. Sheba has made a huge error. And it appears we've got someone who's on the track. Another mistake. Yeah, if you're just joining us, you're watching the Coca-Cola Mossy Prix on FTN. Formula E is racing here in the Moss circuit. And it's Nebula Discovery, our championship leader, who's leading from Dr. Villiers and Barry Wong, who looks to be climbing his way through the field. Here we go again. 26 laps in and out of 47. Evelyn Discovery leads from Dr. Villiers, who's 6 tenths behind, and looks like Barry Wong's now trying to pass him here. Close, but Barry Wong's just too far back. The more they fight, the more Nebula can get away here. There's going to be multiple warnings delivered out for corner cuts very shortly. Jake, I don't know if we still got you. apologies if you are just joining us. We have got the cheetah driver Barry Wong is taking the lead of the Prix.
And I'm back.
Barry Wong is leading the
I'm back
Prix.
here. Okay, Kitty can't hear me
And
just
Barry
yet.
has had an incident.
Hello, Lord. I'm back. Hey, Lord Plains.
It has happened to Barry, who has taken the lead. There's a car on the track which we will get sorted.
There is.
So Barry is dropped down to third.
Barry
So
back in third. Nebula and Discovery back in first. Oh, that was all.
That's both Mercedes drivers out of the race. Cheer the Husky and Grateful.
Yeah, currently, as you can.
Right.
What you're currently looking at is Lord Plains getting this car here out of the. Wait a second. You made the other car fly last time. Go up. Can you do that again for the viewers?
No, unrealism. These Mercedes cars, we'll need to have a look at them because there is a few issues that I'm looking at. So I will have a look at them during the week. So the Mercedes cars are, the mesh looks to be coming away as, yeah, there's some mesh issues with the cars here, so.
We're not gonna go to Nebula and Discovery, who lead. Right behind him, Dr. Villiers. Dr. Villiers has a nice avatar. Not to mention that shirt. Gorgeous.
Intervention is winning Valencia. Don't count him out to win this one. Nebula and Discovery, don't count him out either. Don't count out Term or Bomber either. Sheep is also in the mix as well. So the top 6, any one of them could still win the Prix. But at the moment, Barry Wong is the likely favourite. He was leading for a little bit, and now he's on the back of Dr. Villiers to try and pass him for second. And he'll try and go onto the back of Nebula and Discovery to pass him for the lead. It appears X-Pac XC is behind Nebulon, I expect. And then there's, yeah, so, his Neo teammate, Dr. Villiers, is about to lap him. That has gotta suck.
Up next on FTN after the race here, get the latest headlines with John of Doom in a short FTN news briefing. Appears the order's changed a bit. And
I might have lost it.
Looks like Dr. Villiers there. If you could see from behind, from a distance, you could tell he went, oh, that was, way off, very wide. Oh, Barry Wong just goes wide. Oh. Yeah, that's what happens with these turns here. All that dust must be pretty distracting for the drivers.
And after the Moss round, so let's just recap the races we've had so far, and the races we've got yet to go. In the season, we started the season off with the Derriere E Prix, and it was S&T Small who won that with a fastest lap as well. Then we went on to Mugello for the Tuscany Prix. Sorry. And it was Valgo Racing 64 who came out of that as the winner. Then Valencia we went to Dr. Villiers, who took pole and won that one as well. Monaco was dominated by Quirt, who's now left Vincere. Will not take any further part in the championship. Nebula and Discovery went to Daytona with high hopes and won the race there. And now we're at Moss, where Nebula and Discovery currently leads with 10 laps to go. So this is all looking very good for the Geox Dragon team. The next race we have is Singapore at the Marina Bay Street Circuit, followed by the Long Beach Street Circuit for the United States, for the Long Beach E-Prix. Then we have the London E-Prix at the London Street Circuit, before moving on to Sakra International City Circuit for the South African E-Prix. Then we have Luxembourg for the Luxembourg E-Prix, and then we have the two rounds at Brazil for the at Interlagos for the Brazilian E-Prix, sponsored by Petrobras. And at the moment, the standings is 58 points to Nebula and Discovery, 45 to Barry Wong, 43 to Dr. Villiers, and 38 to Valga Racing 64. So it is crucial that one of the top four wins this race today. They'll all be wanting to beat each other, because if one of them, one of these top four does not finish, or the way that the order is today, if Nebula and Discovery wins today, then he will increase the championship lead. But if Barry Wong wins today, he'll take the championship lead, I expect. And if Dr. Villiers wins today, he'll probably also take the championship lead. Valgo Racing 64 isn't attending today. So it's between the top three and the championship to win this race and to take the lead of the championship. It's a very crucial race today for these drivers. Looks like Barry is actually taking the lead. Barry Wong.
Barry taking the lead. Could this be the start of a comeback? He may be able. Will he be able to hold on and be victorious? Victorious. I wish.
Different winner of the season. He's pulling a gap out over Nebula now. Unbelievable the speed he can pull in that cheetah. Oh!
Barry Wong!
There's a Neo that spun. There's a Neo that has spun. Hit to 2, accidentally pressed the wrong button. Looks like it would have been X-Pack XD.
Yeah, there's Barry.
It would be Dr. Villiers.
We're looking at the POV of Lord Plains. Get a good view of the track from above here. He's
Ooh, the corner cuts are getting very spicy here. There will be a couple of 5-second time penalties by the end of this, it looks, so that could change the running order. At the moment, the people getting 5-second time penalties are Nebula and Discovery, X-Pack XD, and Normal Sheep. With Sheep looking like he could get another 5-second penalty onto that if he gets 5 more CCs. 5 more corner cuts for Normal Sheep, and he will be getting a 10-second time penalty. So, looks like Dr. Villiers has been very good on his corner cuts. Only 5 so far. So he's looking very good on his corner cuts. He could actually win this. If he stays within a 5-second distance to Nebulon, he could take 2nd place. And if Barry Wong gets another 10 corner cuts, he will be... Dr. Villiers will be looking in a very tasty position. But at this stage it's unlikely, as the two fight it out for the lead here. the beautiful hills surrounding the Mossy Prix circuit. Lots of wildlife in the area. It's a lovely circuit to race on, and we hope to be back here next season. We're on lap 42 of 47, which means we have 6 laps to go in this E-Prix. About to start the 5th. We've got to go to 5 laps to go. And who will stand on this podium? At the top step of the Coca-Cola Mossy Prix podium here. Yeah, 5 laps to go.
Barry Wong holding on that lead, but it looks like Nebulon is approaching again.
Lost me there?
Nebulon Discovery is approaching Barry Wong here.
If Barry can just hold on, it'll be the 6th different winner in Formula E this season.
Dr. Villiers in 3rd. Dr. Villiers in 3rd. Oh, they're gonna. Yeah, this could be interesting here. We're gonna pay attention to this here.
There goes Barry across the line. There goes Nebulon. To start, 3 laps to go.
A bit off there, Nebulon. Oh. This is the third time in the race that Barry has held the lead.
Nebulon will be getting a 5-second time penalty at the end of this. We'll put him even further back. Barry
Oh!
Barry Wong makes a.
Ooh, yeah, they're both off the. They're both going a bit off road there. Going straight towards Nebulon. Discovery here. Oh!
This could play into Dr. Villiers' hands here. If both of them make errors, if Barry spins out and loses time, and Dr. Villiers passes them both, Dr. Villiers he could just let Nebulon pass and stay within 5 seconds of him, and he'd be fine. He could win this race. So if Barry and Nebulon make a mistake, or even just Barry, then Dr. Villiers could win this race. It's 4 seconds behind Nebulon.
2 laps remaining. It's a bit of a clash for the podium now. But those 5-second penalties could have an adjustment. Were the times deducted yet? And a driver behind
What do you mean?
Dr. Villiers spins out there. Where did you add those time penalties to the?
Well, that was Nebulon. Nebulon spun out.
Oh, Nebulon! He spun out. Where? Oh.
That gives Dr. Villiers time to catch up to Barry Wong now. That's not what Nebulon wanted. As we go on to the final lap presented by Coca-Cola. He's 5 seconds back on Barry Wong. I think this has easily gone to played into Barry's hands here. Barry doesn't make a mistake now. He'll be fine.
B-17 bomber guy spinning out.
And
let's get a look at Barry Wong here. Barry Wong might be the winner.
And that would mean our 6th different winner in this Formula E championship. And I expect Barry Wong will also take the lead of the championship after this race. considering Nebulon has dropped down to 3rd.
Oh, he's leaving it. But that spin out didn't help Dr. Villiers that
We
much.
actually come through the final sector now.
Barry Wong just leaving him behind.
Barry Wong.
Here we go.
And it's going to be lap 47 or 47 over Barry Wong.
And it's over.
The Formula E series. He wins the Moss E Prix from Dr. Villiers. Get my slipping tool up to catch the results.
Nebulon
Discovery may just sit on the podium here for a 3rd place finish. It's still possible, we'll see. And make sure you do stay tuned for post interviews presented by Credit One Bank. Post race interviews.
The crowd has got to be enjoying this one.
Actually ready on B17 Bomber Guy to be finishing.
Yeah, near the end he actually spun out there.
Here we go, we've got the results confirmed. Barry Wong from Dr. Villiers, from Nebulon Discovery, from Shebay 21, who made an incredible comeback, to be honest. From Term, Bomber Guy, and X-Pac, XD, and Ayrton Xavier. The rest are out of this race. Let's just bring our top 3 to stand on the podium. Jump.
Let's, they're all gonna begin, they're all headed into the pit lane now,
Alright.
You're watching WHFR Channel 2. WHFR Channel 2 is an affiliate of the Federal Television Network. And we're about to get to post-race interviews here. Here's a look at the podium. Now let's get to post-race interviews.
To the grass and didn't give back the position. I think it should be a penalty for him. I do remember who was.
Well, hold on. I'm not going to do anything because he's legit behind Term in the standings anyway. So why should I give him a penalty when he's legit sitting behind Term anyway? What's the point in that? You know,
because when you overtake someone in the grass, if you overtake someone,
I understand, but if he finished ahead of Term, that's fine. But you know that would be a penalty deserving. But because he's behind Term, no, he doesn't need a penalty. It'll just add to his woes.
No, you didn't stand. He was side by side with my teammates, and then he overtook on the grass.
I'm going to end this discussion now. This is post-race interviews, not race control. So,
okay.
Talk to me afterwards, please. Thank you. Right. I believe Barry, you don't have a mic.
Okay.
Hello, Barry. Do you have a mic or not? You do? Okay, we'll bring you up. No. No mic. Okay, we'll move on to Second place, Dr. Villiers.
Hello there, if you're wondering who I am here in this post-race interviews voice chat, I am the commentator here on the Federal Television Network, the main broadcaster of Formula E. So, Barry Wong doesn't have a mic. Is he?
Yep, so we'll just see if we can get Dr. Villiers up here.
That sucks, because I had a few questions for Barry, but we'll see Dr. Villiers.
Doctor, it's been a good race for you, mate. A consistent performance, and even if Nebion didn't spin out or lose time, I can't remember which it was. He would have been P2 anyway because he would have had a penalty, I expect. And what's your reaction to just a P2 finish, and especially when the top three are so close on points?
I gotta say, this race was really hard actually. Not only because I had to try to push for P1, or at least to battle P1, P2, and so on, but also because of the tire wear. It was very harsh on this track. Also, I had a kind of bad start because since I switched my keys for the gears and I forgot about that. So yeah, I had a bit of a problem at the beginning. That's the reason why I felt to 10th place.
Okay, I want to say something. I have one thing that there are tons of sharp turns on this race. Many people going wide, and I think including you for you.
Yeah.
How hard were these turns how hard were these turns for you?
Well, with the tire wear, it was kind of hard because you either lose a lot of pace or you try to go wide to compensate a bit. That was at least my reason to go wide.
You were behind for a large portion of the race. You were in second behind Nebula Discovery. You were never able to. You were always stuck behind him. What happened there?
Yeah, I was at the beginning. I was really hard trying to push to trying to overtake him, but I couldn't. And then the tire wear started to kick in, and I started to fall behind through the rest of the race. But there's no specific reason. It was basically the tire wear.
Thank you for coming on. So Kitty, who's next?
We'll move on to Nebula Discovery, our third place driver. Nebula, welcome. You were leading the championship before this race, and I believe that championship lead could go to Barry Wong, but it's very close in points. How do you think this race was?
Barry Wong. Wait, Barry Wong was in the second race.
Huh?
Barry Wong was in the second race.
I mean, second race.
Mugello. Oh, because I didn't do the Monaco. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So he didn't do Diriyah Tuscany. He didn't do Diriyah or Mugello, and you didn't do Diriyah or Monaco. So, yeah.
Okay. Nebula.
The current points. Sorry to interrupt there, Jake.
Sorry.
Current
That was my bad.
Current points before this race was 58 to you, Nebulon, and you're 13 points ahead of Barry. So it's going to be very close. Either you come out on top, I haven't done the math yet, or Barry will come out on top of this one. Or even Dr. Villiers will come out on top of this one. So still very, very close.
Okay, one thing, you spun out during the final seconds of this race, dropping down to third place. What happened?
I had lots of. I did not have any tire grip for that turn. I would like to thank my two spotters I have, Big Corn and Yeet Beat. Okay, if you want to know something about these two, Big Corn's really he's really lovely with the spotting, and Yeet Beat, of course, with the BBR. I'm actually serious. Can I bring them up or no?
Sure. I'm not sure if
Alright.
Kitty's gonna allow it, but I'll allow it.
Kitty won't allow it.
I know, Kitty. I don't know if Kitty will allow it. I'm hoping he will. Okay, there you are.
Alright.
So I guess I can. Well, congratulations, Sonoma podium for Nebula Discovery. Great job, man.
Thanks.
Yep, no problem.
This is a lot of... Okay. I literally don't know if Kitty's gonna allow this. Will he?
We shall see.
Kitty,
Okay.
you there?
Jake, just
Now
go
there's,
ahead and ask your questions.
Okay. So
Okay.
also you had the lead for a while near the end of this race, and then during the final laps Barry Wong took it back and you weren't able to hold the lead until the end. What happened there? Why do you think you weren't able to hold the lead there?
You know how... Okay. You know how you can regenerate your tires when you stop fully?
Okay.
That's what Barry did there. He stopped fully. That was good by Barry. But if the tire regeneration wasn't there, I would have won it, I think. But still, props to Barry for knowing that.
Okay. So congratulations. So congratulations on getting on the podium.
Thanks.
Okay, where did Kitty go? I have no idea what to do now.
I think
Was
he
he
pressed
just
Alt and
left?
F4.
His internet died.
Oh, his internet died? Oh, man.
Yep.
Alright, I'm
Are
gonna
you-
leave. Alright,
Alright,
I'm gonna leave this,
who's
right?
next? Shibe. Do you have a
Wait,
mic?
hold on. B17, can I leave the game?
Yeah, I think you can leave the game. Unless if they've got a
Alright,
screenshot, you can.
I'll exit. Oh,
We get a
I
picture of the
Screenshot
podium.
of everyone on the podium and then you can leave.
I gotta press Alt and F4.
you just have to
Oh.
TP me.
Hello?
Oh my gosh, so
Hello?
many people are on
Hold
here.
on, Shibe.
Sheeb.
Yeah.
Sheeb. I keep calling him Shibe. Don't. I'm sorry.
So did I.
Shibe.
Sorry.
Sheeb.
You did good
Okay,
in
can you
Hey,
TP me?
You did good
Brittany and Nebula, go ahead and leave the-
Sheeb. You did pretty good in Monaco. Not as much today. Why do you think your performance was not the? Why do you think you why the difference in your performance?
I'm not the best at like these type of tracks. I'm usually good at F1 or like NASCAR tracks. Monaco and Daytona was pretty easy since I've went to those tracks before on different cars.
And oh. Okay, so the feed has just went dark. Stand by. That is going to be the end.
What about we introduce the driver of the day? I think we should create the driver of the day.
Any other questions?
No, we're gonna. Thank you all of you.
Jake, go ahead and present it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get to my next project.
I wanted to get an interview.
Oh, you can get an interview. We now join Doom Live, already in progress.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Are we on? We are on. Good evening from FTN News. I'm John of Doom. Apologies for that brief interruption and whatnot. We are having some technical problems on the other side, so I was told to kick in as I was writing the script, actually. So I'm kind of flying solo tonight, going about a script. Quite as I always do, to be completely honest. Let me check something. Okay. We should be good to go. I have no idea. Okay, now we can get on to our main story tonight. President Tim Pistoles nominated Super Knight for COCOM Commander. It comes as the Senate held a session yesterday, one in which failed Arthur Chen for federal judge. I have no idea what happened afterwards, but if I can go ahead and read the voting record from the first session under Constitutionalist Party control. I'm trying to do a filler here. Here among the nominees that did pass, however, Convex for Director of National Intelligence on 720. In Convex for Principal Deputy Director of National Intelligence, 801. T. Tony for Director of the NSA, 431. Tactical Rock for Command into the Coast Guard, 801. Levon Fermat for Assistant Commandant of the Marine Corps, 521. Marvel 8 for Secretary of the Army, 720. Mally Small for Director of the Marshal Service, 711. One of the other nominations that did fail was Bax Q for UN Ambassador. It failed 6-3. 3 abstentions and 6 nays. And Max Daller, her for Vice Chief of Staff of the Army, originally failed 4-5-0. A revote then took place. It was 5-4-0. Then another revote happened where it was 4-5-0. Other acts that were voted on yesterday: National Security Council Reform Act failed 4-3-1. Citizen Requirements for Civil Offices Act failed 2-5-1. And This is Democracy Act failed 3-4-1. However, as a result of revote, it passed 5-1. Well, in reality, not much is happening in the news. The scale has been inactive as ever. Heard the let's see here. The White House has a new acting chief of staff. AJ Gobel won as G-Man. A member of FTN did quit as a result. Let's see here. Other news. We did get statements. I promised you there would be statements regarding the Constitutionalist control. However, due to limitations in real life, I was not able to get that to you on our original broadcast. So I will bring you a statement from President Pro Tempore Econar saying, quote, "It is clear that the American people support a constitutionalist government. That is why 75% of the people elected this term were constitutionalists and one independent came out last. We know that the GOP had said it for a month due to the president appointing GOP senators and offering positions to constitutional senators, which lead to vacancies. It was always clear that the constitutionalists would regain control. We had a majority since yesterday. Now we have a supermajority. I thank all senators for once again voting me as President Pro Tempore and look forward to working with all parties to improve the activity in NUSA." Meanwhile, from the minority leader, he said in a statement to FTN News, quote, lost that one, quote, "We hope to see more people voting for GOP candidates in the next Senate bill elections. Until then, we hope the Constitutionalists won't abuse their numbers for power grabs, but instead use it to focus on writing bills that would actually help us revive the group. The Republican senators are currently regrouping and talking this over." Those were the statements provided for us by the minority leader and the President Pro Tempore. Obviously conflicting views on both sides. And finally, in Ridgeway, some don't really like talking about Ridgewood, but they're the only news source we got at this moment. As of right now, the county executive elections are currently ongoing until 12 a.m. midnight Central. That's 1 a.m. Eastern. Candidates are No Joe PG, J1 M VMNY, Liberis, Yomotsu Mikoto, and Ronald Download. Voting is currently open until 1 a.m. Eastern, 12 o'clock Central. As of now, that is all we have for tonight. I'm John of Zoom. Remember to watch a bunch of our new shows that are actually coming out. We're actually working on a scripted show and even a morning show, so stay tuned for all of that. Until then, I'm John of Zoom. Have a great night from all of us to you.